Welcome to Improv Theater. I am the Weirdo Weirdos, and tonight's story is an important one that comes close to my heart. Being yourself. Yes, being yourself. For in this world there are many who will try to make you someone you're not, to align to what they think a person should be. These people come in many forms. Parents, grandparents, teachers, the vice president. But all of them will try to twist you and deny you who you are. Now, that's not to say that you should do everything that you want. You don't want to get bigoted or become a thief or stuff like that. But denying yourself who you are could be just as dangerous and bring you on a path you don't want and places you don't want to be. Look at me. I was denying myself who I was for years and laying in this room living with my parents doing absolutely nothing. Now look at me. I'm sitting here dressed in a stupid outfit talking to a camera to post to a web show that barely anyone sees. I'm living the dream, man! I'm living the dream! Where was I? Oh yeah, being yourself important. Take it away, Pierce. I'm living the dream, man.
Your improvisers for the first half of this evening. How do you feel about it, ladies and gentlemen? By a showing of hands, who here has never been to the Starlight Theater before? By a show of hands. All right, and by a raucous, screaming round of applause, who here has been to the Starlight Theater before? Probably know how this works, but in case you need a refresher, we are, as I said, Improv-Nitis. We are the Improv Collective's long-form improv team. So what you will see up here is a long-form, sort of one-act play that we're going to put up on the spot. The way that improv works is that typically in a theater like this, you will have actors and directors and writers all working together with a set designer and a stage manager to create a work of art. But unfortunately, things like that require time and training and the ability to read. And we all come from broken homes, and we can't do any of that. But what we can do is we can take suggestions from you, the audience, and we can whip those out into extemporaneous scenes that we come up with, completely fresh every single time. That is all that our limited attention spans have time for. So if you were to suggest something such as your favorite color, so what's your favorite color?
Lilac.
Lilac. Lilac. Or if you were to say a place you've always wanted to go on vacation, you would say...
Bora
Bora. And we would take those suggestions and that would become the scene. Now tonight, the first half is going to be our long form. We're going to perform what is referred to as the pretty flower. Now the way that that works is that we're going to have a main scene which is going to take place in one single spot. We're going to set dress it for you. We're going to tell you, what's around inside the scene. And then the main scene is going to take place there. And then throughout the scene, if anybody refers to something or mentions sort of an anecdote or a story that happened, we're going to fly off and we're going to show you a little bit of that, extra stuff that happened, and then we're going to come back to the main scene. So if we were taking place inside of an airport hangar, for instance, we'd have some airplanes all around there. be like, oh, remember the time you were in the air and you went through that horrific storm, and then we'd be up in the storm and then come back to the airplane hangar. It'll make a lot more sense once we get there. Then in the second half of the show, we're going to do the short form games that you know and love. You know, the same kind of like 2 to 3 minute scenes that we take suggestions from you, and that's the way it works. Ladies and gents, it's not brain science. It's going to be real fun. So, ladies and gents, are you ready for your improvisers this evening? Robert Saucy Souders, and I'm Pierce, no nickname Nahigian. Yay! How do we start off this brief? What kind of suggestion you want?
One noun?
Yeah,
Regular noun.
Regular noun, and
That's
now.
not an animal. No animal.
What was that?
Shelter.
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 Shelter is our noun. Shelter's our noun.
Right over here.
Okay.
There's a whole row of cages for cats. It just goes, stretches on from here to where Pierce is.
Okay.
They're all just like in little cubbies.
All right, so we got cages of just cats.
Just cats.
All right, so we have cages full of cats right over here. Remember that?
Oh, right, and right over here is, probably should be in the same room, but it is the operating table for the animals.
Okay.
And there's dirty equipment, there's a little bit of like blood bandages, a little bit of just been used surgical equipment right here.
Okay. Okay. And also probably shouldn't be in the same room. There's an incinerator over here. We don't have an adjoining cemetery, or maybe we do. Who knows? So yeah, there's an incinerator here that's going to be. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, the suggestion is shelter. This is the free flower. We will begin after a warm round of applause.
Charles? I was just looking at the cats.
Yes, yeah, yes.
And I noticed Mr. Twinkles, he's getting kind of old. I was just hoping, I could be the one to do it this time.
You want to be the person to take home the oldest cat.
Please. I mean, there's so many.
Mr. Twinkles is slated for Project X. I'm sorry, he can't go home with somebody. You know the protocol.
I just want to show him some love before he dies.
There's plenty of love in there. Look at that empty cage. It's full of thoughts of love.
He's tearing up.
That's the active tear gland from the medication.
Oh, it's so lovable.
Please, Rick, you're our best intern, and we really want to move you up the chain, but you need to know your place, all right? Mr. Twinkles is going to go to Project X, and but if Mittens here loses all 4 limbs, you get to take him home.
I can't take him. I can't. I'm sorry. It's just that name.
Who doesn't want a cat without paws?
I had a
Mittens?
snake named Mittens, okay? It didn't go well.
This is perfect. He'll be like a little snake.
Oh! Stop it like that! This thing can't devour rats just gulping it down.
Rick.
Rick, have you seen my pet rat?
Oh, Charlie, yeah, got your pet rat. See, I thought they could become friends.
Friends with Mittens?
Yeah.
But are they friends now?
Well, they're bonding, I guess you could say.
Why are you giving him a hug?
Oh,
That hug is too tight.
oh, it's okay, Mittens.
Why is he hugging it with his mouth?
It's just he's saying hello.
No.
He's saying
No.
oh, he's gonna go after you.
No.
No.
I'm taking this half and leaving.
It's just some bad baggage with that name. I can't.
All right. I understand. Plus, you've been through a lot. You went through so much to get here. That was impressive, walking coast to coast barefoot just to be here.
Well,
What are you doing? That's insane! Stop it!
try. Instead of go.
You know, you should really wear shoes in the bathroom at least.
No, it's.
These public ones are the worst.
Are you fucking taking pictures of
Pull
me?
your pants up.
Well, Richard, I'm afraid that we're going to have to amputate most of your toes.
Whoa!
I don't know who told you this was a good idea.
What does most of my toes exactly mean?
Well, we walked the entire Mojave Desert and were stabbed by 17...
So, like, this is a great Tinder date, but what piggies do you have left?
Well, you know, the one that always went to the market?
Wait,
How many piggies did he have?
he had the one that went to the market?
Matilda, we have a rule. 3 piggies or bust, okay? Like, any man with less than 3 piggies, like, that's like, what's he gonna do with his life?
There's more to a man than the piggies they have.
Excuse me, it's just gross, okay? Like, I don't understand.
Teresa, I'm leaving you as a friend.
You're the...
I'm going to find a list.
Look, I don't like going through my life story, okay? Those were some hard times.
You have such an interesting life. You're that guy that's practically done everything, and then you ended up here getting very low pay.
I do it for the animals, okay? Some of these animals won't find a home. Some of them aren't cute.
The weirdest chihuahua we've ever gotten.
It is. I don't know why it's in the cat cages either. It's okay. Someone's gonna love this guy, okay?
Actually, yes, somebody is. We have somebody slated to actually.
I'm just gonna put it on the operating table here.
Somebody is coming in to adopt him. Actually, he's a really great guy. I met him. He's a snake trainer.
Wait, the snake trainer's coming to get them.
Yeah, I figured he wanted to add a dog to his pets.
He's probably gonna feed it.
That's. He didn't say that. He would have said that.
Hello?
Oh, Mr. Hiss.
Yes, hi, Mr. Hiss.
This is him. He's a.
There's 7 S's.
This is Mr. Hiss.
Is this my chihuahua? There's not much fat on him, but he'll do.
Well, you should know right off the bat he's actually not potty trained, so...
That won't matter.
I mean, you sure you don't want, like,
No,
We also give complimentary leashes for new,
that is not necessary. I'll just take him in a doggy bag.
we don't let the pets go home in doggy bags.
Oh, very well. Put him in a box. I don't care how you package him up. He's scheduled for a very tight pub later on. If you know what I mean, a winky winky.
I'm sorry, you're feeding him to a snake, aren't you?
No!
That's all I need to hear. I'll put him in a box.
No! I'm delivering him to a snake. Sort of like a pizza man does not feed you a pizza. He delivers you.
It's really fine. Out of sight, out of mind. There you go.
Very cool. Can I get a receipt for this?
We're gonna email it to you.
Oh, very well. Paperless. I like that. Waste not, want not.
Mr. Hiss at Snake.
There's 7 S's.
It's so hard to get used to.
Well, it's just 7 S's. You can count to 7, can't you? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Add 2 more and you have a cat.
Fine.
Make more sense in my head. Thank you.
You got your dog.
Yes, all right.
You know, it's stuff like that. I put a lot of time and thought into it, really. The cat's going for Project X, and Chihuahua is being sold to snake owners. Well, a little pay. I don't think I should really stay here.
What do you want from life? What do you want? Tell me. You can
You know,
tell
if I
me.
can be honest with you,
Tell me, man.
I've always wanted to drive NASCAR. I know, right? It's a foolish dream.
Yeah.
Driving around in a circle. But it's what I've always wanted. It's always what I've wanted to do.
You want to drive in a circle for the rest of your life. Think about the metaphor you're setting yourself up for.
In my life choices, I'm not really thinking about metaphor.
You need to realize who you are. You're not the driver. You're the pit crew. You're the guy going in there, getting things done in under 7 seconds. You're the guy feeling up on there, turning and twisting, going in and going out, 7 seconds flat. That's who you are.
You say I'm not meant for the limelight of the driver?
You don't have the face for NASCAR.
What does that mean?
There's something about the eyes through the visor that you have to have.
That's like 1/8 of the face they're seeing. And you're saying I'm not cut for that part?
That 1/8 of you is your worst part, man. But you know what you do have? Fantastic pit hands. Pit hands. Look at those things. The dogs love them. Cats can't get enough of them. You got pit hands, man.
I mean, I think you're confusing pit with pet. I'm just like,
Confusing or drawing a connection?
I don't know.
You know, you remind me of a young me. Somebody lost in the world, you know, experimenting at different things, having big dreams about going in a circle. Now look at me.
Alright, Jimmy, now you're just gonna ride the pony. You're just gonna ride him, and he's not gonna go anywhere. I've just got him tied up here, and you're just gonna go in a circle.
Cool. It's the best 7th birthday ever.
There you go, there you go. Now here we go, and he's real old, he's not gonna go anywhere, and he's dead.
Yeah, I know your pony story, okay? That's not the sort of dreams I have, okay?
Trust me, man. When I was 7, when I had that lung condition that went away, you know, I learned a lot. I learned a lot. You don't want to be NASCAR. You think you want to be NASCAR.
It's the only thing I really watch or live through is watching those cars, watching Jeff Gordon or Danica Patrick.
Name 3 more, please.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeff Gordon Jr.
Jeff Gordon.
and Erica Earnhardt.
She must be an up-and-comer.
She is going places.
Hi there, students. Now, it's important to remember that if you happen to have the NASCAR delusion, to look for these recurrent signs. Do you find yourself often going in a circle? Do you find yourself comparing your hands to pit hands? Do you find that 1/8 of your face is actually hideous? Most important thing to remember is that there's only 6 members of NASCAR. Now, a lot of people get this confused because the cars go around very, very fast. If you freeze frame, there's only 6 cars there.